Alright, so this is going to be the final video for our skills for the PowerPoint. What we're going to do here, we're on slide number 13. We're going to take the star and we're going to hit Control C. And what that does is we want to select it first and then hit Control C. And then what we're going to do is we're going to double the star up. So if you hold down the Control button and hit the V button twice, you will copy that star 2 different times. Now the top star is selected, so we want to be able to change its color. So we're going to go up to Format, and we're going to Fill Shape, and we'll fill it to be red. The next thing we want to do with this red star is we have a couple different options. First option I'll show you is you have this option right here to bring it, send to back. So I right-clicked on it, send to back, and we're going to select send to back. And what that did was that put that star all the way at the very back of all those other stars. Now, you didn't have to do that one because that's not what we want to do. I'm going to click undo, and this is what you want to do. You're going to right-click on it, and you go to send to back, and you're going to just click send backward. And now it's in between those two stars, which is where we'd like it. While it's selected, you're going to left-click it and just drag it up and to the left so that now that star is slightly separated from the other two stars like that. Okay. Next, we're heading up to slide number 5. So on slide number 5, we're going to add some animations here. The first smile and most important feature, we want those to come up when we first turn on the slide, so we're not going to touch those. But we're going to highlight eye contact and focus on guest. And then we're going to click on the animation tab at the top. And there we want the appear function. Now, if you don't see it up here in this area, you click on this down arrow and you can find the appear function. So what that has now done is this has set this to appear when I play it in the slideshow. Next, we'll select the attire and picture you present to the world every day, and that one we also want to give the appear animation. So that now when we play this slide, you see that the first one came up, and when I click the mouse, the next one appears, and the next one appears. Okay, now hit escape, and I get back out of this. We also want to add animation to slide number 11. So we'll go to slide number 11, and we're going to select the picture this time. And when we select the picture, we want that one to have a different animation. So if you don't have the animation still selected, select it at the top tab, and then click the down arrow. And we want it to grow and turn. So we'll select that, grow and turn. Now, we don't want it to grow and turn after the wording and stuff like that, or wait for us to click the mouse. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the animation pane up in the advanced animations. And that brings over this area to the right. There's a down arrow. We click on the down arrow, and we want it to start with the previous. Because what that's going to do now, you see how it shows 0? That means as soon as I come to the slide, it's going to do that animation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the previous slide. I'm going to start this. And then I'm going to click the mouse to go to the new slide. You'll see that it did start with the slide at the same time as the words, and it did the animation at that point. Now, I hit escape to get out of that, and then I'm going to head back up. I'm up to the top here, and I'm going to go to slide number 2. There's a few things I want to do here with slide number 2. The first thing, I'm going to click in the white space just above the arrow, and I'm going to add an animation here. The animation I want here is zoom. Okay, now another thing I want to do is when I click on this back arrow back here, so I clicked where the arrows were, and then I clicked on this back arrow. It says here, type your text. I place my marker behind develop personal plan actions and hit enter. And here I want to type in the words take action. Keep in the 3. And I want that to be in bold, so I'm going to click in that box alone, go back to the home tab, and select the bold so that it's now bold like all the rest of them. Now once again, I'm going to select the area, the white area up above the arrow. I'll close this. Let me do that. Now, what I want to do is I want to do some designing. So I click the design section, and I'm going to change its color. I want to change its color to this color, accent color 5 to 6, colorful range. So we select that, and we also want to add in our animation. I'll do that in just a minute. We're going to change this smart style. So we'll click on the down arrow. So we can find here, we want the cartoon 3D. So now it's cartoon 3D. Now one other thing we want to do with the animation, so I have it selected, I go back to animation. I want to go to the effects option. And in the effects option, I want to select one by one. Right now it comes all in at the same time. I want to come in one by one. This is how it will look. I'm going to select it, and then it will come in one by one. Now I want to go to the slide just below this, and I want to do those same actions. So I'm going to click in this area here. I'm going to do the zoom animation. I'm going to change the effect to one by one. And I'm also going to go, while selecting it, I'm going to go up to the design tab, and there I'm going to change its color to the same colors. And I'm going to change its style to the 3D cartoon style so that it's just like the previous one. All right, so the next thing I want to add in here is a table. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and select number 16 or slide 16. And there I'm going to go to new slide. I don't really care what new slide I do, so I'll just click the tab. And I want to insert a table, so I go to the insert tab. And on your left side above tables, there's the option. I click the down arrow. And now I can insert a table by dragging across within here. I'm not really clicking anything. I'm just moving my mouse in here. And I can see that this is 5 by 6. I had a 6 by 6 a second ago. There's 6 by 6. Anyway, I can change this however I want it to be. Or I can go to insert table, and I can change it to what I want it to be. I'm going to have 3 columns and 6 rows. I click OK. Now, when you click inside of these, you can type whatever you want to type inside of them. And that's just so that you know how to put this in there. I'll be looking for this just to make sure you guys inserted a table. I don't really care about anything being in it. All right, so now we've inserted the table. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to insert one more slide, and we're going to insert a video. There's so much that we could do with this, like inserting audios and other things like that, and doing transitions between slides. Actually, we'll do that. But what I want to do here is I want this slide to be in between slide 14 and 15. So I'm going to click right in between them, and a red line appears. And what that's going to do is when I insert a slide, it's going to go to that spot. I'll click the down arrow on the Home tab for a new slide, and I'm going to select Title and Content. So now I have the title and content. And what I need to do is, what you'll do is you're going to go to your internet, and you're going to go and to YouTube, and you're going to type in there Mission Street in GM, just like you see it right there. And it's going to pull up this lady. We want that video to go on that new slide. And so what we do is we're going to hit the share button, and that takes us, I closed it in this case because I already had it open. The share button takes us to this, and it should be on share, not embedded. But you're going to click on embedded, and then you're going to right click and copy that because we're going to use it here in just a second. Go back to your PowerPoint, and we're going to go to the insert button, and there we want to insert a video. So on the insert tab, sorry, you go to the right, there's a place for video, down click it. It's going to be an online video. So we'll click the online video, and we did an embedded code. So it's this bottom option here. You'll click where it says to type it in, to paste it in there. So we're going to right click and paste it in this section. And then just click this little arrow to the right, and it's going to insert that video. Now right here, you're not going to be able to do much with that video. We're going to resize it a little bit, make it so it fits in there a little bit more, because if you're doing a presentation, you want people to see it. And up here in the title, we're going to type in there, message from our general manager. And while I'm still in there, I'm going to click in front of Messenger, and I'm going to go up and I'm going on the Home tab, select Center, so that it's centered above the video. Now I'm going to hit play, and right here it should play it. If it's not playing it, don't worry about it. I'll know that it's there. And you should be able to play the video from the general manager at that point. Okay, so we're going to escape from here. I'm going to be looking for that to be in there. So finally, what we want to do is we're going to add some transitions between slides. So we're going to go up to slide number 2, and or select it. And on slide number 2, we're going to go to the transitions tab. And we have all these different ones up here already. We can click the down arrow, and it gives us more options. For example, origami. It's kind of fun to watch this stuff happen. There's your origami, right? And we can do a whole bunch of other things. We can shred it, right? Okay, so the one we're going to do is we're going to click on glitter. And then we want to change the effects. It goes from left to right now. We want to change it to where it goes diamonds from the top. So that changes it diamonds from the top. All right, now to do that for other sides, we can click on slide number 3. And here, when we click on slide number 3, we'll go to the down arrow. And we're going to do the we want the page curl. That's this one right here. And something else we're going to do with this effect is we're going to click up here, and we're still in Transitions tab. And under Timing, we're going to apply to all. So we click on the Apply to All, and you'll see that when we go into the slideshow, as we go between slides, it's going to do the page curl. You see some of the animations that we put in some of these like that. Okay, I hit Escape. Now let's just say that for that first tab, I still wanted to have that diamonds thing going on. Well, since this is applied to all of them, what I do is I just go back up to slide number 2, and I go back up here. It should now show the most recent things that I've done here. So we did glitter. And then I want to click on the effects option and diamonds from top. Now, if I go and do my actual slideshow, I'm going to start with slide number 1. We do our slideshow. And as I go from here, you can see there's our diamonds from the top. And then I go through this slide. And now it's back to the page curl because that's the one that's applied to all of them. Except now slide number 1 because I changed it individually. All right, so that's good enough for this final video. I want you to make sure that you save that and turn it in to me, okay? All right.